Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I kind of was off-putting about talking about Daniel Larson for a short time period because um, it appears as if Daniel Larson is starting to fade away, and due to recent reports coming from court, it's time to see that I don't know if it's true or not, whether Daniel was like moving into an asylum or not, but we will be finding out probably by the end of this what the uh, the continuation of Daniel Larson's legal battles is going to be like. In the United States District Court for the District of Colorado, criminal action number 24-CR-00130-RMR, United States of America, plaintiff. 1. Daniel Larson, defendant. Joint motion requesting court finding on competency. The United States of America, by and through Matt Kirsch, acting United States Attorney for the District of Colorado, and Allison Connerty, Assistant United States Attorney, and counsel for Mr. Larson, respectfully files this joint motion for a court finding on competency. On May 23rd, 2024, the parties filed a joint motion requesting a competency evaluation for Mr. Larson. The court granted the request the same day. The parties received the evaluation from the court on July 11th, 2024 at ECF-22. And the parties are in receipt of the court's order setting a competency hearing for September 23rd, 2024 at ECF-23. 2. Mr. Larson waives his right to a hearing, and the parties jointly request a court finding that Mr. Larson is incompetent to proceed. The parties are not contesting the results of the evaluation. Mr. Larson waives the hearing that he is entitled to under 18 U.S.C. 4241, and Mr. Larson waives the rights that he is entitled to at the hearing as set out in the 18th U.S.C. The parties' case number 124-CR-003-00130-RMR, document 24 filed for Colorado, jointly ask this court to find that the defendant is presently suffering from a mental disease or defect rendering him mentally incompetent to the extent that he is unable to understand the nature and consequences of the proceedings against him or to assist properly in his defense. Pursuant to 18 U.S.C., the parties ask this court to vacate the hearing set on September 23rd, 2024. The parties further ask this court to order Mr. Larson committed to the custody of the Attorney General for hospitalization and treatment in a suitable facility, pursuant to the guidelines set forth in 18 U.S.C. 3. The period of delay resulting from these ongoing competency proceedings should be excluded in computing the time within which the trial must commence under 18 U.S.C. Address the impact of a defendant's mental incompetency has on speedy trial. With the court's finding of incompetency, any period of delay that occurs while the defendant is being treated pursuant to 18 U.S.C. will be excluded. In conclusion, the parties jointly request this court vacate the September 23rd, 2024 competency hearing and enter an order finding Mr. Larson incompetent and committed to the custody of the Attorney General, case number 124-CR-00130-RMR, document 24 filed the 19th of July 2024, USDC, Colorado. Respectfully submitted, Matt Kirsch, acting United States Attorney. And we see here is, well, basically they explain about like the details about his about like for about the details about the actual like place of hearing for this. So let's just go over for what they are worth about what this all actually means. The first is that the judge and state attorney currently are painting off the idea that, well, basically Daniel Larson is not fit to stand in court. And it's become even more incredibly strange, the fact that I don't want to. I suppose maybe using the term asylum seems a little bit out of term for, well, extremely out of date for the case in question. However, considering the veracity of what Daniel Larson was facing in terms of years in prison, and also the veracity about the fact that, well, as far as we're concerned, Daniel Larson isn't even that the courts are not satisfied in Daniel Larson's willingness to even stand in court. And it's going to become increasingly apparent as like the weeks, months pass by. I wonder genuinely, and I mean this with the absolute sincerity, whether or not this means that Daniel Larson will ever be supervised to be completely by his own or online ever again. I'm going to say from perhaps maybe this point, probably not. But it is going to be interesting to say about what sort of information gets leaked, if it does get leaked. Because I imagine dealing with a case like Daniel Larson is going to be under lock and key, specifically since the federal government had gotten involved. And, well, what exactly happens next is going to be extremely, well, detailed, to say the least. And, well, that kind of really doesn't really leave me with much else to say, apart from the fact that, well, this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. You live like Daniel Larson, you will die like Daniel Larson, alone, and the walls will start slowly closing in. And this is sort of really where it's only becoming apparent, is that we are basically, the walls are all closing in, which was always the case, really, when you think about how a story like Daniel Larson's will come to an end. But still, it does seem almost like a disappointment that if given the better circumstances and given a better environment, maybe this could have all been averted. Sad, but true. And with all that being said and done, I hope all of you guys have enjoyed this brief reading, and I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.